Come on in. Yes, you can take a... Oh, goodness gracious. What has happened to you? Yes, take a seat. Oh, I see you really caught it on the side there. How did this happen? It's good to see you anyway. Again. I see. I think I might know how that happened. It must have been quite a fall. Anyway, I don't suppose you have any schematics for either the ears or the eye, do you? That is a shame. I'm going to have to measure them out then and just try my best. I'll probably have to open up the panels, take a good look. Right, get a little closer here. Right. Do you mind if I ask you, did you lose the ears? Or did you have them replaced with clockworks? I see. Are you in any obvious pain? Well, that is surprising. I do have something I could give you for that, but are you sure? That's very good. So I think it mainly just hit the machinery. Ah, my theory, yes. Well, let's just see, shall we? Let's just see. I'm going to click my hand. Okay, so I think what's happened here is the damage to the eye and the fall is a direct result of the ears being unbalanced. When was the last time you had your ears balanced? I see. And when the ears become unbalanced, the brain becomes unbalanced. And it makes it easier to fall. You've been very lucky to fall off that tower. It's what, 12 feet? It's quite a fall. Something must have broken your fall. Right. So what do I fix first? Well, I think I'll have to measure first. The diameter of your eye. Please look here. Right. Now I'm going to measure your ears. That's a good sized ear. That's the same. Good. It's good to have them symmetric. I'm going to have to get into the ears. Take off the main panel first. I should do the other. Remarkably high quality workmanship. Just relax. I see, I didn't. If the eye is buzzing, let's switch that out first then. Did you break your monocle? No, of course I remember. Well, that's something then, isn't it? Is it off? Good. Right. Let's take off the main screw. Let's put this here. Let's look at the other side as well. They're both too chewed to put back in. I may as well bin them. I've got replacements. Right. Just loosening it. That one just came straight off. The right ear is definitely worse than the left. There is a little bit of corrosion on the left ear. Not really much on the right, but Why, are you worried I'm a quack? No. So I studied at the Royal Society of Surgery in London. In fact, my mentor was Dr. Jekyll. Yes, Dr. Jessica Jekyll. People always remember the incident. They never remember the years of dedication. Of course, she was a very fine surgeon. One of the best, still is one of the best in my opinion. I should go visit her sometime. And of course, the Right Honourable Brigadier Reed, Cecil Hogbenay. Chief Surgeon to Queen Victoria himself. Two cog replacements. And good cleaning, and we'll screw it back, and I think it should be working. There's one. So how did you get here? If I remember correctly, you work for the Royal Horological Society. Is that correct? Interesting. I have, I'm afraid I only have these. Your original screws were black. We could wait. We could put these in as... They'll just be slightly more visible. They last much longer, if that changes your mind. But we can always take them out and put a different in. What was I saying? Oh yes, how did you arrive here? Ah, that's where you dropped the monocle, of course. So you came from London, and you travelled airship all the way. It just won't go in. Mustn't be the right size. Actually, I do have a black one. That's rather fortunate. I have 3. Yes. Perfect. There we go. We don't even replace it. No, partly the way. I got I went via the Orient Express to Istanbul, and then took the airship from Istanbul. Yes. I don't actually. I think I've been here 4 years now. Captain Wolf or something, was it? I'm afraid I don't remember. That's it. The Prometheus, that's it. Interesting. He must make that journey. A lot. Then, why do you ask? Take a look at this side. And I think that is that. Close your eyes, and I want you to tell me if you hear the noise in your left ear or your right ear. Very good. Good. Very good. Now, how's the tone of the sound? Good. 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 I'm very happy with that. But we still need to fix that eye. I've worked on a model like it before. It's quite tricky to work on because the screws are absolutely tiny. You need magnificent eyesight, which I do not have, and a very steady hand. That's where these come in. We're just going to survey the damage first. Well, the front is out. That much is certain. Not broken, but I can see that the filament is gone. Yeah, it's definitely gone. Before we can go any further, we'll have to remove the damaged bulb. If you can keep perfectly still, please. That's good, very still, that's good. There. You can see there, can't you, that the filament's gone. Right, well, I only have 2 replacements. We don't have the most amazing stock here. both of these new ones will fit. Which one would you prefer? This? Or this? Well, it does make a difference actually. I should have explained. This one will probably last 3 times longer. This one will be more shock resistant. They'll be the same price. Good choice. Well, if you can keep still again. Right, I've just taken the main panel off there. Before we replace the bulb, we're going to have to look to see if there's any further damage within the circuitry. Well, there is a cog that looks slightly damaged. I'm not sure I'll be able to get it out. It's this type. The most basic fundamentary type. How would I even... Let me see first of all if it works. Well, it ticks. But I'd still like to replace it if I could. Better have a go with these. Good stuff. That should be very replaceable. This one. Yeah, that should do it. Yes, that's ticking fine. Now to replace that bulb. We went on the larger bulb, didn't we? The more long-term surviving bulb. I need these later. Very good. This one, wasn't it? Yes. Let's just make sure they fit. Right, let's see if the operation is good. Look here. Very good. And look here. Very good. Look at the blue light. Now look at the red light. Or pink, whatever. Again the blue. Now the pink. Now here. Now here. When was the last time you had adjustment of the internal mechanism? thought so. It does seem somewhat blurry. In that case, we'll do a realignment as well. We may as well, while we're doing this, a visual realignment. Let's start with the baseline. Bats. Correct. Cats. Correct. Rats. Correct. And Gasket put the goggles on again. They work for both clockwork and organic eyes. And I shall be testing your vision. It seems pretty good. So I don't know if it'll need much adjustment. Right, can you see again? Good, I've switched them on. Right. Hats. Is it fully clear? Yes, I wouldn't have thought so. Number one. Or number two. Number one. Or number two. Very good. Bats. Number one. Or number two. You know, your eyes seem in remarkably good shape. Maybe that knock did it some good, realigned it a little, because it wasn't in as good a shape. I remember when you first came to see me. Rats. Number one. Or number two. Number one. Or number two. Very slight adjustment there. This is for me, not for you. You can just look straight ahead. Oh, I don't know if I miss anything. It is a glorious city. Bats. But when you are one of the main surgeons of the palace, number one, or number two, you don't get out much. I suppose I do miss the London Zoo. I remember I used to watch the ephemeral elephant for quite some time. That was a remarkable. Or the clockwork cheetahs, of course. Goodness gracious, could they go fast? No, I've never worked on an animal. Well, I say that, actually I have. Dash, the Queen's dog. I did replace one of its legs. Well, it went as good as it could go, I guess. That dog was in its late 50s. And I don't mean in dog years either. And I can assure you that I don't miss cats, the cold. Number one, or number two. One, or two. I remember when I came here on the Orient Express, the painting, the train journey itself, I didn't say painting, the train journey itself was rather smooth and quite pleasant, relaxing. Several days. And the temperature gradually changed until we got to the warmth of Istanbul. But then when I took the airship, well, the temperature must have changed within a few moments. And I remember thinking, rats, how cold it was, how bitterly cold, how one wanted to hug the radiators within the rooms to give the little amount of steam heat that they gave off, to stop you from freezing to your very core. One or two. Yes. So that's one thing I don't miss. Actually, another thing. Hats. Another thing I miss would be Weston-super-Mare. Number one. Or number two. Yes, the sand of the beaches in Weston-super-Mare were remarkable. Having yourself on the beach there and being able to enjoy the rock and the unforgettable taste of bats, of candy floss. Number one or number two. Number one or number two. Yes, and a brisk paddle in rats in the sea. Of course there is sand here, or number two. But it's a different type of sand. Less coarse, it's definitely more silky. But it doesn't have the pebbly mixed with coarse sand that you would have on the beach of Weston-super-Mare. So maybe one day I shall go back. I'm still not tired of here though. I think I might move on. One day, maybe in a couple of years. Once I've made enough cats. Money. Oh yes, it's rather lucrative here. Very few doctors. I don't overcharge. I charge what I would usually charge. still have a glut of patience. What colour is this? What colour is this? Oh, and of course cricket. I mean, they have cricket here, but it's not like the W.G. Grace style English cricketing that you'd see. I do miss sitting on the pavilion. Yes, listening to the sound of bats. Listening to the sound of bats cracking against good leather cricket ball. Are you sure? This is definitely the second one. Very good. I think this is fully adjusted. I'm very happy with that. One last a very quick check. Let's just take the goggles off first. Tip-top condition. So I think you're looking in much better shape than when you came in. Indeed. Should I send the bill to the usual place? Very good. Well, in that case, I'll bid you good evening, and I hope not to see you here again quickly. I think you've been enough through the wars for a few months. Yes. I shall see you when I see you.